Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is Muhammad Ayub bin Muhammad Roslan. I'm from class of NSR 2435S2A and my student code is S25. For my defense research proposal, my topic is a study on nutrition knowledge, attitude and practice among UiTM Seremban 3 Sports Science students. Without wasting our time, I'm going to present the background of the study. Nutrition education is one of the important practical aspects of nutrition knowledge, play an important role in raising public awareness and ultimately health of society by Harvey Berino et al. 1997. The role of nutrition in health promotion, disease prevention and treatment of chronic disease is well recognized by WHO et al. 1997 and Charlotte and James 2005. Nutrition plays a critical role in numerous pathophysiological conditions, including such prevalent diseases as diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease by McGuinness and Voigt 1993 and also Ventura et al. 1997. There have been considerable changes in human lifestyle all over the world, especially in recent years. The lifestyle has rapidly been industrialized. This has caused changes in diet, types of food, and cooking style. Act by Amamoto et al. 2004. Nowadays, processed food are rapidly replacing organic food. Another change is the rapid increase in the number of restaurants and the people's tendency to eat fast food by Margaret et al. 1998 and also Stanford et al. 2000. Many studies have shown that not keeping a healthy diet and not having sufficient nutrition knowledge lead to issues such as health problems, overweight and obesity by Harvey Berino et al. 1997. Obesity itself leads to cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure and an increase in blood cholesterol and diabetes by Amamoto et al. 2004 and Harvey Berino et al. 1997. Given that one of the main goals of university is to broaden the knowledge of the people in a society, the enhancement of the nutrition attitudes, knowledge and practice of a student is of high importance, as this will subsequently lead to be more food conscious society and more healthy people by Amamoto et al. 2004. Some studies have shown that most students are not familiar with the healthy foods needed for their body in different conditions by Kotugna et al. 2005 and also Odia 2004. Moving on to the IV and DV for this research. The IV is the UiTM Seremban 3 Sports Science students and the DV is the nutrition knowledge, attitude and practices of the students. We are going to move on to statement of the problem. Globally, there has been an increased intake of energy-dense foods that are high in fat, salt, sugars, but low in vitamins, minerals, and other micronutrients by WHO 2011. Meal and snacking patterns have been shown to give effects on the body weight by Song et al. 2014 and Ma et al. 2003. Cognition cardiovascular outcomes by Redondo et al. 1997, lipid profiles Titan et al. 2001 and also Man 1997 and carbohydrate tolerance by Jenkins et al. 1995. Some other common factors of unhealthy eating habits are meal skipping, snacking, fast food consumption, and low self-esteem, and also inadequate information of nutrient by Sakamaki et al. 2005 and also Deshpande et al. 2009. Most university students did not meet the recommended intake for most of the macronutrients and micronutrients by Sanlier and Urusan 2007 and also Shimbo et al. 2004. college students tend to practice poor eating habits. For instance, skipping meals, low frequency of vegetables, fruits and fish consumption, prefer to fatty food and physical activity by Abol Photo et al. 2007. The selection of unhealthy food, high cost of healthy food, and the ease of availability of fast food may have a negative impact on university students' eating behaviors by Gunn et al. 2011. For the research objectives, we are going to identify the nutrition knowledge, attitude and practice among UiTM Seremban 3 Sport Science students in Negeri Sembilan, Malaysia. Presently, there is no available research that has been conducted on the nutrition knowledge, attitude and practice, which is KAP study among the UiTM Seremban 3 Sport Science students. Thus, has prompted me myself to carry out a KAP study on the particular subject matter. Next, we are going to obtain preliminary understanding on the nutrition KAP study among the students, so that future intervention can be planned to improve the nutritional status and to give nutrition education to all of the students in such a manner that we can provide a comprehensive measure of the nutritional knowledge of the student itself with a statistical overview. For the significance of the study, how it will help the future generation. First of all, for the health science researchers, it can be used for a data set or compilations of recent research for them to use in the future. Next, society as a whole, to promote health and subsequently will lead to more food conscious community and well-being. For literature review, KAP theory is a health behavior change theory proposed by Western scholars in the 1960s by Tae-Ryong Kim, John Eros and David P. Smith, in which the changes of human behavior are divided into three successive processes: the acquisition of knowledge, the generation of attitudes, and the formation of behavior by Kim et al. 1964 and 67. The theory presents the progressive relationship among knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors as follows. Knowledge is the foundation of the behavior change and belief, and attitudes are the driving force of behavior change. Next, we are going to see the KAP study diagram proposed by Ibrahim 1995, which explains the knowledge, attitude, and practice. The knowledge, attitude, and practice model was used as the theoretical underpinning for the development of the hypothesis relationships. The KAP model argued the knowledge positively influenced an individual's attitude, and attitude in turn influenced practice or behavior. For methodology, a cross-sectional study, because this type of research design analyze data from a population and from a representative sample at a specific point in time. Due to the fact that this research uses closed-ended questions, it reflects itself as a quantitative survey that can easily be transformed into numbers, statistical data, graphs, and charts. Moreover, this is a theory-based design that follows standard KAP study guideline, and the same set of questionnaires are going to be used as guidance. These methods includes data collection, analysis, and representation of data. For sampling, the population selected for this research consisted of all UiTM Seremban 3 Sport Science students, both male and female. A total of 1,090 were confirmed registered as a student. The data collected and obtained by Hal Ehwal Pelajar UiTM Seremban 3. The data will be collected by using a structured questionnaire form, and consent forms are going to be given out prior to data collection, and participants in the study are hoped to be fully voluntary. For inclusion and exclusion criteria, inclusion are all sports science students of UiTM Seremban 3. Exclusion exclusion criteria for individual who may not complete the questionnaire completely. Then, according to the Krejci and Morgan table, the acceptable numbers of samples were determined and 278 questionnaires were expected to be distributed, filed out by the students and collected back after they had answered. Simple random sampling. This will ensure that every member of the population has an equal chance of selection to simply design and interpret, can calculate estimates of the population and the sampling error. Stratified random sampling. This is because it refers to a sampling technique in which a population is divided into discrete units called strata based on similar attributes, and the selection is done in a manner that is representative of the whole population. The sampling technique is preferred in heterogeneous population, which is one where every member has a different value for the characteristic for this research objective. For the instrumentation, after the translation of the standard questionnaire, which is K. Parmenter and J. Waddell 1999, some questions were modified according to food localities and nutrition culture, consulting some experts by the professional Faculty of Physical Education and Sport Science to be evaluated and to be obtained validity. And the Cronbach alpha method were used to obtain reliability. Approval of the study is going to be obtained from the Research and Ethics Committee of Universiti Teknologi Mara UiTM Seremban 3, and approval numbers are expected to have soon after. The questionnaire consists of 5 parts. The first part consists of personal information about the students and their socio-demographic data. The second part consisted of some questions which measured the amount of students' knowledge about food groups and materials. The third part posed some questions about the students' attitude toward nutrition and related disease. The fourth part posed some questions about choosing foods. And last but not least, the last part is collecting the students' recommendation. These are the three major sections in this questionnaire. By using 5-point Likert scale, the major section of the questionnaire contain questions that are using 5-point Likert scale from strongly agree to strongly disagree. For the pilot study, the questionnaire are going to be distributed between a total of 30 students. After a carefully constructed framework, the basis of comments and responses will be collected after the pilot test was conducted. Minor revisions are expected to be made to the questionnaire, and the data collection instrument was refined. Respondents are going to be asked to read the question and select a response by themselves without interference, which is self-administered or self-report. For the data collection procedure, first we are going to get permission from Research and Ethics Committee of Universiti Teknologi Mara UiTM Seremban 3 for approval. Second one, make sure the questionnaire has a valid Cronbach alpha, which run a pilot test first to verify the validity of the questionnaire. Third, refer and get the permission from the supervisor to proceed with the topic of the study. Fourth, distribute the questionnaire via Google Form to the respondents. 5. Review the questionnaire answered by the respondents and gather the data for evaluation. The data entry and analysis are going to be done by employing SPSS version 26. The results of the nutrition knowledge, attitude and practice among the students were descriptively presented and scores were given. Means and standard deviations will be calculated and be used to report continuous variables, while frequencies and percentage are going to be used for categorical variables. Chi-square test is going to be used to determine the association between three categorical variables. Statistical results are going to be considered significant at p value of 0.05. Last but not least, for this research proposal slide, these are the list of reference that I have used for this defense proposal. That's all from me. Thank you.